is coming together, and this devil can't stop it. All right.
There's a little bit more information. Yeah, like I said, they made that statement about Shemitic. They went off, but they do.
And I'm gonna say this: Nate can't come on this level and bring in this information. That black leprechaun, Zabak, Yashawan, that AKA Skeletor, all right, and that in this hillbilly buddy country or heathen, all right, we got to call him heathen, all right.
Yeah, the black crab in English. Danger route.
You talk about Danger Mouse. None of those guys. Well, Danger Mouse knows a little history. He said he was I was the top number 2, number 3 in all of Europe as far as history is concerned. Yeah. You know, if you pan back enough, I can give you the history. Nate, Bubble Eye Blackfish. Bubble Eye is trying to get on our level because he watches our videos. All right? All these guys watch us to get this deep information. And this is basic information to us, by the way. We're just putting it together in a nice array, man. You know? We just laying it out for you nice. Okay? Yeah, making it simplifying it for you.
Yeah, simplifying it. Yeah. It says their territory was so small that the Phoenicians were forced to turn to the sea for a living, which proves why they were such great merchants. They became the most skillful shipbuilders and navigators of their time. All right. Down here it says the Phoenicians began to develop as a seafaring, manufacturing, and trading nation when the Cretans, the first masters of the Mediterranean, were overthrown by the Greeks. Not only did they take the fine wares of the eastern nations to the western barbarians, but they also became skilled in making such wares themselves, especially metalwork, glass, and cloth. Yeah, I guess that's it. But basically it makes the point that the Phoenicians were great merchants, and also they were great shipbuilders, and they were great traders. So that's the point, you know.
Yeah, I think Phoenician is a Latin, if I'm not mistaken. Greek. Okay, it's from the Greek. Okay, I'm sorry, from the Greek. All right.
Yeah. Also,
go ahead.
It also tells you. It says the chief divinities of the Phoenician religion, in other words, the gods that they worship, were the god Baal and the goddess Astarte, which I believe is Ashtaroth.
Astaroth, yep.
Which is that
Baal, Astaroth, yep.
Mm-hmm. Or Ashtaroth.
Well, these are the same gods that Esau believed. See, Esau got their
same gods.
You know, their seagoing, seafaring knowledge from the Phoenicians, the Canaanites.
Yeah, that's right.
There was a prominent individual during the time. If it wasn't for this guy, there would be no Christopher Columbus, and these crackers would never discover America. Right? That was Prince Henry. All right.
Yeah.
Of Portugal. Now he had a school called, I believe it was called the School of Navigation. If I'm not mistaken, the School of Navigation, and anybody that wanted to know about sailing a ship, you had to go to that guy. You had to go to him. And that's, as a boy, Christopher Columbus came up under
Prince Henry.
Under Prince Henry, all right, of Portugal.
Yeah, there's a statue of Prince Henry in a place called Fall River.
Right, because we went through that. you know.
Yeah, Fall River, Massachusetts. There's a
because you got a big community of Portuguese
out there. Yeah.
So the Portuguese know about Prince Henry, the navigator. Yep. Yeah, he was called Prince Henry the Navigator. All right.
And then it says, to wrap it up, it says, in times of great distress, human sacrifices were offered to the god Molech, and that's what.
So that shows you that the gods that the super rich, the elite, the Rothschilds, they follow the gods of the Canaanites. What's his name? What's the fish god? Dagon the fish god. Molech, Baal, Tammuz, Murdoch, Semiramis, her son, her son Nimrod, and her other son Tammuz. All right, these are the gods that they worship. Go ahead.
This is our 1 Kings chapter 9, verse 26. And King Solomon made a navy of ships in Ezion-Geber, which is beside Eloth, on the shore of the Red Sea in the land of Edom. And Hiram sent in the navy his servants.
Hiram, by the way, was a Canaanite. That's talking about Hiram Abith. Hiram Abith built the house of Solomon. It took 14 years to build that house. That was a great house. And I believe, was it Hiram that also built the temple to the Lord? If I'm not mistaken, I believe he was a master mason of that time. He was a great, the masons are based upon Hiram Abith.
I got an excerpt for you. Yeah, this backs up what's being read here. It says, now this is from the same site. It says, there were two great cities of Phoenicia, Sidon, the center of the glass industry, and Tyre, the center of the purple dye industry. In the middle of the 10th century BC, Tyre assumed the leadership of all Phoenicia. Friendly relations were established with the Hebrews.
Remember, they were Canaanites.
Yep. Friendly relations were established with the Hebrews. And King Solomon sent to King Hiram of Tyre not only for materials, but also for skilled workmen to build a temple.
Yeah, so it was under Hiram's command that he built the temple to the Lord, and also the house of Solomon. Now, you got to understand, Solomon is Yahweh Shai, whom the world calls Jesus Christ, coming back in the reincarnation. Reincarnation, as we went through, is mentioned in the Bible. Everything is reincarnated. You die, you go to the spirit world, your mother has sex with your father, and you come back again. And you don't remember who you were in the past. Okay? Go ahead.
This is back in 1 Kings 9 and 26. And King Solomon made a navy of ships in Ezion-Geber, which is beside Eloth, on the shore of the Red Sea in the land of Edom. And Hiram sent in the navy his servants, shipmen that had knowledge of the sea, with the servants of Solomon. And they came to Ophir and fetched from thence gold 420 talents and brought it to King Solomon.
Yeah, because they went back and forth to the Americas, man, you know. And they knew, the Israelites knew about the Americas long before Christopher Columbus, long before the Vikings, because they said the Vikings was over here before Christopher Columbus, but the Israelites was over here before that, because they knew about the other side of the world. They knew that the earth was circular, like a ball, and they knew about the other side of the earth. They knew about the western hemisphere. That's why they came over there. Matter of fact, let's get that right quick. Yeah. You want to hit Kings first? Or the Apocrypha hits? Go to the 24th verse of 2 Kings, the 17th chapter. This was during the reign of Hoshea, the king of Israel, because as you know, that the Israel was split into two separate kingdoms, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. The southern kingdom was Judah, Benjamin, Levi. The northern kingdom were the rest of the tribes. All right? Go ahead.
2 Kings 17 and 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon and from Cutham.
I'm sorry, you got to jump up a couple of verses.
19. Also Judah, 18. Therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel and removed them out of his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah only.
When it said the tribe of Judah, it was talking about the kingdom of Judah, which consisted of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Go ahead. And there were no Levites that went with the 10 tribes. They all stayed with Judah.
Also, Judah kept not the commandments of the Lord their power, but walked in the statutes of Israel which they made. And the Lord rejected all the seed of Israel, and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers, until he had cast them out of his sight. For he rent Israel from the house of David. And they made Jeroboam the son of Nebat king. And Jeroboam drave Israel from following